it's Ella. So happy to be here with you. This is my first ASMR video. I've been watching ASMR videos for so long now, and I finally decided to start a channel of my own and upload a few videos, though I'm just using my webcam. So obviously the production value is pretty much nil. In this video, I'm going to show you some of my makeup collection, take you through the different products that I have and the ones that I use every day, and I hope that it'll be nice and relaxing. Before I start, I'm going to put some lipstick on. I really like the scarf that I'm wearing, which is a beige color with very pale blue spots. It's quite thin, but I think it washes me out a bit, and my face could use a little bit of color. So I'm going to put some lipstick on now. Let me see, what color should I put on? I think I'll start with a lip balm. So this is a Burt's Bees lip balm. I got a Burt's Bees kit a while ago on sale at Marks and Spencer's. It was reduced to maybe £2 or £3 from £15. As you can imagine, I was very excited. And this came in the kit along with a few other little bits and bobs. It was called Tipped Toes or Tips to Toes, but it also included this. It wasn't just for hands and feet. I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of this lip balm. I feel it makes a good base for lip color, but I go through quite a lot of lip balm, and this doesn't really do it for me. For some reason, I feel like it just sits on my lips. It doesn't really absorb. There are other brands that I prefer and I respect. Also, I think it's supposed to be slightly tinted, but to me it doesn't look tinted at all. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. So, the color I'm going to put on is this. I think my camera isn't really doing the colors justice, but this is slightly iridescent. It's pale pink, and so as you can see, it's got a little bow around here. This is by a Korean brand called Etude House. I bought it when I was living in China, and you know, buying makeup in Asia is such an adventure when you're not actually Asian, because let me see if I can get this open. It's such an adventure because for many different reasons, the shades and tones that they use just don't look good on, in my case, Caucasian skin. I'm quite cool toned, and they usually have warmer undertones to their skin, and so the colors would just look a bit funny on me. The other thing is that in East Asia, as in much of Asia, to them, they think it's very beautiful and desirable to be fair-skinned, whereas obviously in the West, we want to look tanned and like we've got a bit of sun. And so their aim is to look paler, where our aim is to look darker. And so it means you end up with some funny color combination. But I saw this lipstick, and I thought it was quite good color. It's quite a bright pink, just very bright, like a neon pink. So usually what I do is that I don't smear it on, I dab it on, otherwise it's just too much color, and I'm not used to seeing myself with such bright colors. Before I put it on, I'm going to play a little bit with the lid. there's a video that I really like by Yang Haiying, who I believe is Chinese but lives in California in America, and she's putting on makeup in this video, and then in the background you faintly hear someone say something in Chinese. I don't know what they say, but she answers, "What the?" I think so. They must say something to her like, "Mom, what are you doing? What makeup are you wearing?" She answers, "What the? Oh no, I don't think so. I think I look great. I really like that." And she carries on making her video. So that's my Korean very big lipstick. I have another Korean lipstick, but I didn't buy it. It was a present from my boyfriend. It's this. It's called Water Sliding Tint, and it's also by Etude House. My boyfriend brought me back some face masks from Korea, and this was a free gift, and it's quite a lovely colour, and it makes a really good clicking sound. Click, 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 click. So you can see it looks quite browny on camera, but it's not really brown, it's more of an orangey red, which I can't really wear. I'm too cool toned, it looks a bit funny on me. It makes me look like I have lemon chiclets for teeth. But I really like the colour, and sometimes I do wear it. He gets really happy when I wear it as well. Now, the next lipstick I have is this. It's by Kiko, which is an Italian brand. I bought this just a few weeks ago when my boyfriend and I went to Rome for the weekend. It doesn't make the best sounds though. Again, this is really a true red, but it's cool toned and it looks really good, and it goes on really matte. It looks great. Let me show you. It also smells lovely. It smells like vanilla, but it's not an overpowering scent. It smells delicious. I really love this lipstick. It's the kind of lipstick you would really have to use a lip liner with to stop it bleeding, but I just think it's a lovely colour. It doesn't feel dry on the lips, and it's a steal. I mean, it's a bargain brand, but it looks great. I really like it. So there's this one by Kiko. The next one I usually do is I wear this one layered with this one, so it's a bit more rosy, it's not so red. It smells really good as well. The packaging is so fun. I think this kind of looks like something out of The Fifth Element. I can see Lilo putting this on. So you can see I kind of tend to go for the pinks and reds, though recently I've been trying to branch out. So this next one, I think is by Telection 2000. I bought it at Superdrug in the UK on my last visit there. It's really a shame that I don't have my Rimmel lipsticks, because I just feel like they make such good sounds, but they're not here. This is a deep red. It's really deep, and I wear it with a magic lip liner. I feel like it's a good winter colour, though to be honest, I don't really believe in colours for season. Recently, I bought this by accident. It's a mauve lipstick. Well, it's a lip gloss, which I never wear because it makes me look like a clown, but it makes quite a satisfying sound, so there's that. It smells like a peachy drink you'd want to drink in summer. And it makes some good sounds. Yeah. I like it. I think it's a lovely colour, but it doesn't really last. And I just feel like I don't really like to wear glosses. Sorry, glosses, I don't believe in them. And I just bought this. I was visiting my best friend in London over the weekend, and I decided it was time to go for a liquid lipstick. So I bought this Superstay by Maybelline, and I'm really happy with it. It's quite a dark, plummy colour. I never usually wear colours like these. I always wear reds or pinks, but I decided to give this a go, and it looked really good, especially if you wear grey or a dark shade. So on top of that, you've got this super moisturising balm you can put on top so that your lips don't dry out. It smells quite good, quite fruity as well. So that's the lip stuff. There's one more that I've forgotten. It's this H&M matte pencil. I don't really know why I bought it, since I have 5 other lip products in more or less the same colour, but it was quite fun to put on. You know, you're like a kid when you put it on with a crayon. It feels good. I'm going to take this off now. There we go. Okay, it's more or less on. I'm just going to moisturise my lips with a little bit of Vaseline. Feels good. To be honest, the lip products are the most exciting part of my makeup collection. The rest of which just kind of scavenged bits and bobs from here and there, but I'll go through a few of the items of the year. First thing is this Maybelline Big Eyes palette, which I purchased in China. So again, in China it's quite difficult to find products for people with blue or green eyes, obviously because most of the population has dark eyes. So I bought this here, this there, and I've used so much of it. Like this whole part is just a sort of plain, creamy, pale beige. You've got the medium brown, and the dark, and the gold. And there was a whole kit on the back showing you which colours to do to enhance your eyes. But what I really loved about this, it doesn't actually have much to do with makeup, though it has quite good staying power, and for a long time also used on my eyebrows. I loved it because I learned that in Chinese, the expression Dianian, which literally means electric eyes, means big expressive eyes. So in English, this kit is called Mega Eyes, but in Chinese it's called Big Expressive Eyes, and I just think that's so fancy. I want more of that in my life. precise tip is still going. I feel really comfortable using it now. And I have a few different mascaras, so I'll start with this one. This is by Rimmel again. Scandal Eyes Retro Glam. I'm not a big fan of this. I find it really clumps and made like exaggerated doll-like lashes, but not in a good way. But I really like the sound of mascara, so I'm going to do it a few times. So you see the brush is kind of like that. Kind of dips in and out. Basically this brush has an hourglass figure. Way to go, Rimmel. I think the formula is not that great. I like the brush though. I think the brush is cool. It allows you to really get in and work it. Now, next I have this one by Maybelline. No, it's also by Rimmel. I realize I only buy Rimmel products. It's Max Volume Flash. It's not that great. It's great for adding length. It's good for an everyday look at the office. It's just a plain old bristle brush. But I find that it gives me really, really long, spindly lashes on their own. So it doesn't actually give volume, it gives length. This one is a really good one. I'm actually not a big fan of Bourjois products. This is 1 second volume. And it's fabulous. I love it. It's great. The formula is good. It's not too clumpy. I feel like it gives a lot, and it's got this funny kind of barrel brush. It gives really good volume without making it clumpy. So I really like it. I think it's really good. Last I'm going to go onto brows. I don't really put anything on my skin. I just put moisturizer on. I just bought this in London this weekend. It's by Maybelline, and I absolutely love it. It's the Brow Drama Pomade Crayon, and I know that this got mixed reviews, but to me it's perfect. It's very ashy, it's very cool toned. I'm quite fair, I'm like a dark dishwater blonde. I feel like it really highlights my eyebrows without being too much, and contrary to what I read, it stays on me all day, so can't really complain. Before I used that, I was using this MAC Brow Powder Kit, and I must say, this is not a genuine MAC product. It's a fake. I bought it at a fake market in Shanghai because I like putting on the edge, and it's stood me through. So I used the lighter color, and you can see my screen. And I used the brush that came with it. It's got the little angle brush and the spoolie there. I love spoolie so much, and I love the word spoolie. So I